AITA for not letting my sister-in-law's family stay with me after she gives birth. Using a throwaway account. My brother and his wife are expecting their first child this summer. My sister-in-law is from a different country and her first trimester was not easy, and I know that she misses her family a lot. Her parents are planning to stay with them for a year when the baby is born, with a quick trip home in between so they don't overstay their visa. She was thrilled that they could do this. She recently asked if her sister and her sister's family, husband and 2 children under the age of 6, could also come out with her parents and stay with me because they won't all fit at their house. But she wants them to stay for 6 months. I asked if maybe they could do 2 to 3 weeks or even a month, but she wasn't happy about that at all because she really wants her sister to be here to help too. AITA for thinking that this is unreasonable and feeling imposed upon? Her family would not be able to drive, and I live 30 minutes away from my brother and I work, so I wouldn't be able to drive them to see her every day, and I don't think my brother will have time to pick them up every day. Technically I have the space. But I like my quiet time, and having 4 people that I've never met stay with me for 6 months feels overwhelming. They don't speak English, so it would also be a little awkward in the beginning, I think. The plan is to homeschool the older child while they're here. The younger one isn't school age yet. I don't fully understand the husband's job, but apparently he's able to do it remotely. That would mean he's on calls and video meetings in the middle of the night though. I understand that it's hard to have a baby so far from your family, and I want to be supportive of my sister-in-law. I've been firm in my stance that a 6-month visit is too long, but she's pretty upset with me, and her and my brother haven't been speaking to me for a couple of weeks now, so I'm wondering if I'm just being cruel or selfish here. Edit. Thank you so much everyone for your comments and for helping me to feel much better that I was not being unreasonable. I'm reading through all the comments but wanted to reply to a few ideas that many had shared. 1. My brother and Sil cannot afford a short-term rental, nor can her family. But beyond that, in her culture, it would be considered rude to put them up somewhere else if family can accommodate them. I believe they briefly looked at Airbnbs and short-term rentals, but in addition to the expense, her family's lack of permanent status for that long of a stay might have been a concern for some. Not sure of exact details or convos, and maybe they just told me that to make it seem like they had no other option, but bottom line, they can't afford it. 2. Thank you to all who pointed out some of the potential legal issues with the husband working remotely here on a tourist visa, and the sticky situations that could come out of being here for so long. I had not considered that, and I really appreciate the advice. 3. If she were to go back to her home country with the baby instead of everyone coming here, my brother could only stay for a few weeks. And ironically, her family doesn't have room for them to stay with them.